Hi and welcome to issue 13 of Let's Make Cards. I'm joined by top designer Corinne Bradd and she's here to give us a sneak peek into issue 13. Hi Corinne.
Hello Christy.
Tell me about the kit.
The kit is beautiful this month. It's really bright colours of spring. We've got card blanks and envelopes as usual, and we've got pattern papers and card pieces. There's 50 glittering die cut pieces here. We've got some epoxy stickers. There's some sentiments there and a whole host of flowers and sequins and gemstones. Beautiful colours.
I think that's the best colour kit we've done.
The nicest one I've ever
by far.
seen.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now it looks as if the designers have been busy.
Yeah, they have. Caroline Blanchard has really unleashed her inner child this month. I mean, there's some beautiful greetings that she's made here and little decorations for Easter. They're aimed at little ones and they're full of colour and movement. They'll really get children inspired.
It's really sparkly.
It is. It's beautiful. That Easter egg card there is fantastic. Made with die-cut shapes and all assembled, but literally in a matter of minutes. It's very simple to do.
Very nice. Now, these, I must say, they're my favourites.
Yeah, well, there's Sarah Beeman's cards. She's used some unusual folds on her cards, again with the pattern papers and the pieces from the kit. You can see the one at the front there's got a double fold on it. It really does make it stand out.
They're gorgeous. And these?
Yes, no, they're Tracy Dakin-Jones. She's really used the kit to the best advantage. She's added bits of sparkle with the gemstones and the die-cut stickers. Lots of different colours there, lots of inspiration for you all.
Yeah, OK. Now, obviously, we've got lots of projects to get stuck into, but how about reeds?
Well, there's a fantastic spotlight on all things sparkly, which I'm sure you'll love, because I do know you like your bit of glitter. The staff have had a bit of a spring fever shopping frenzy, and they've gone out and found the must-have products for the season. And we'll also be chatting to Julie Hickey about what inspires her in her card designs.
Fantastic. Now, before I get my nose buried in issue 13, you've got a project to show us.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of interesting folding and cutting techniques here that Hina Moda has used to make these two lovely cards here for Easter.
I love the cards she makes.
They do. They're
brilliant.
So different. They're both made from 2 card blanks from the kit. I'm just going to show you very simply how to make them. This one here to start with, it's almost like a star card. But what you do, take 2 card blanks, and these are A5, or the card blanks from the kit. Fold them in half, and then what you need to do is fold them back on themselves. So if you've got a scoreboard, which will give you a gatefold channel, you need to use that. So make sure you fold them in the correct way. Just fold both of these. If you can fold them back for me, I'd be grateful. Make yourself useful, Jo.
There you go.
So you folded these back to make a concertina. Okay, thank you. Then what you need to do is, because these will be glued in this shape, you need to cut the aperture out of these 2 folds here rather than the main spine of the card.
Okay.
So your best bet, if you do one at a time, and then you can use one as a guide, just line it up to a mark on your cutting mat. I will just use a pencil. We'll cut an aperture this big to about there. And cut out through all 4 layers of card. I should put a new blade in your craft knife if you're doing this, because then that way you get much cleaner cuts. There's nothing worse than a dodgy blade mucking up your design.
No, make it look quite scruffy, I should imagine.
Yeah, I mean, you can always trim it up later with a pair of small scissors. So this is the first part. And then just to ensure that when you glue it together it will all line up, what I would do is lay this to it and just mark the points with a pencil. And again cut this. And the best way to stick these 2 cards together is, for speed, probably double-sided tape.
You love your double-sided tape.
I do love my double-sided tape.
Amazing.
I can't live without double-sided tape. Okay, so you've now got 2 pieces of card that are like this.
Yeah.
Stick. I'm actually going to use glue now. I've been extolling the virtues of double-sided tape. If you stick that first fold on both.
Oh, so you should use
I should have used the tape. And then what you need to do is you need to hold it down so it dries.
So professional, Corinne.
Just stick one card on top of the other.
Yeah.
Like this. And if you're going to add a greeting, I mean, what Hina's done here is she's used one of the die-cut motifs back to back with coils of wire. So you can stick them in the aperture before you actually glue the two cards together. And then quite simply, it just glues together like that. But it will fold flat to go into an envelope to post it. Which stands up really nicely.
Yeah.
And this card here that she's done, again, it's 2 card blanks. Fold them in half. And then for a change, if you just get your scoring board, and if you find any line, go from diagonal corners, from the diagonal corner of the card down to the fold, and you need to score your line actually in the opposite direction to the way that your card is folded. It does make a difference. If you, whichever side you score the card, if you're making a channel into the card, you need to fold it away.
Okay.
Makes a much cleaner fold. You then need to remember which way you've done it, so that you score the other card in exactly the same way, so that when they go together, you have 2 opposite triangles. Took me ages to work that out. Let's just hope
I
I've
love
done
that
it
you don't
correctly
mind
this time.
admitting that.
It's one of those things, sometimes you look at a project and you think, well, it looks really easy, but I can't quite suss it.
Figure
and
out how
sometimes
they
you
did
do
it.
need to know.
Yeah.
When you've got your card, all you need to do is turn it over. Draw a quick line, and you need to trim that excess piece off with a scalpel so that it will line up to the fold of the card. Do the same with this piece.
See, the viewers are so lucky they get to rewind this and play it
Yeah.
over again.
But only if I've done it right in the first place.
There is that.
There is that. Now is the moment of truth. You've now got 2 pieces exactly the same, but what you do is you stick one card blank inside the other. Is this going to work, Christy?
I don't know, but
I hope it
I
does.
must admit I've got my fingers crossed.
There you go, stick one inside the other,
It worked!
and they fold down perfectly like this. And then
God,
you
that
can
looks
just
great.
put your greeting on here. And again, it
And
folds
again,
flat.
into an envelope. Wow, you should use the double-sided tape.
It folds flat to go into an envelope. 2 very clever techniques, and they make really effective
nice.
cards.
I think Hina did very well with
Yeah,
those.
beautiful.
And you did very well demonstrating them, Corinne, so thanks for coming in and joining us. Make sure you log on to www.letsmakecards.com for more videos, tips and techniques. See you next time.